Yes. Now you wanted me to explain this. See, naming this compound over here, the last compound what I've given. First you number, because there are two substituents you are able to see, but among that one is the functional group. Here this is the functional group and here CH3 is the substituent. So you will number the functional group first. So first number should be given to OH, then second, then third, and then fourth, and then 5, and then 6, like that. So fourth position you are having CH3, that is methyl group. So you should mention, no, first what is the thing you are supposed to name. First you are supposed to name the substituent, that is the prefix, okay, which is called as prefix. So your substituent should be named first. After the substituent is over, for methyl you have given the name, then you see what is the root word. Here the root word is this, your cyclo compound, okay, having 6 carbons. So it is cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. At the end you will give the functional group name. So what is the functional group attached here? OH is the functional group. So cyclohexane, E should be replaced by OL. So cyclohexanol. Okay, clear? Understood how to name? Anything you have to ask now? In this alcohol thing, the alcohol nomenclature, whatever I've done, students, you have to ask anything? Any doubts are there? Okay, I'll proceed then. Fine. Next, we'll go for naming the phenols. Fine. We'll go for nomenclature of phenols. Benzene ring with OH group are called as phenols. Benzene ring with OH group are phenols. So here you will find substituents attached to the phenols. So how will you name them? The rules again remain same. First you will give the first preference you will give for the functional group, okay, and then second preference will go to the substituents which are present. But if there is now 2 or more functional group, then you will make use of the prefix, okay, that is di, tri, along with the position. So we will directly start with taking the compound. That will be giving you more clarity. So now if you have benzene ring with CH3 attached and OH attached over here. Here IUPAC names are fine. You need not remember all the common names. IUPAC name, if you remember, will be more than enough. So benzene ring is there, OH is attached and CH3. Can you tell me what will be the name of this? First you number. Before naming, first number. From where to number? Which side I should start? Functional group, no? First functional group should be named, numbered. So first number over here. Second number will go to CH3, this carbon which is having CH3 attached. So first and second. Second you are able to see there is a branch that is CH3. So the name will be 2-methyl. Yeah, correct. 2-methyl. Then benzene with OH is called as phenol. So 2-methyl phenol. This is the name. Okay. That's IUPAC name. So I said IUPAC is more than enough if you study for benzene related compound. If you want the name, the common name is cresol. The common name of this compound is cresol. It's orthocresol because first and second position. So it is orthocresol. That is a common name. Okay. Common name is orthocresol. Okay. CH3 and then OH here. Tell me what will be the name of this compound. First again functional group. You will number the functional group first. Lionel, tell me the name of this compound. IUPAC name. IUPAC name. Common name you need not write. Tell me the IUPAC name of this compound. Faster, reply fast. You can unmute and tell. Need not sit and type. Unmute and tell me. Faster. See, if you guys are not replying, no, then tomorrow you see. You'll be writing this 20 times and submitting to me. And I'll ask all the questions, whatever I've done. I want you to understand this and concentrate and listen properly. Few have answered. Yeah, correct. Very good. Correct. 4-methyl phenol. So first numbering is for OH group. Correct. Good. Now the one who has not answered, I will remember your names. Tomorrow, no, everything you are supposed to answer me. I'll ask any question related to whatever I've done today. So Gautami and Lionel, both of them have not responded. Rest, whoever I've asked, they have answered. These two of you, tomorrow, okay, when you are coming to the class, you will study everything and come. So the compound name is 4-methyl here, 4-methyl phenol. Common name if you want, OH and CH3, they are at para position, so it is called as para-cresol. OH with CH3 and benzene ring, the name is cresol. Depending on the position, these names are given. Ortho means first and second position, so that's ortho. Then if you are having first and fourth position, that's para. Suppose if you are OH and this CH3, if they are here like this you see CH3, and then if you are having OH here, then 1, 2, 3, third position, no? First and third position. So this will be 3-methyl phenol, 3-methyl phenol, and first and third position. So it's meta position. So it is called as metacresol. Okay, so common name, it's almost similar only. You see the position, common name only there you are using ortho, meta and para. Otherwise, you should use number for IUPAC. This is understood how to name phenol compound or phenol substituted compound, how to name. Understood, no? Yes. First give the preference to the functional group. Then give the preference to the substituents who are present. Okay, now we'll take few more. I'll take. If there is 2 OH group attached like this way, tell me what will be the name of this. Zaid can tell me what will be the name. Can try. Okay, one first I will give because here there are 2 OH group. No, okay, first compound I will name. The next one you all try. First I will name this. Okay, IUPAC name is again enough. IUPAC name. 2 OH group is present. So 1 and then 2. Okay, first position and second position. So when you are having 2 here and you are having benzene ring, no, it's not phenol. Okay, now it's benzene. Benzene will be your main compound. To the benzene they are attached, so you will use benzene word. And 2 functional groups are present which are of similar type. So the name is benzene. Okay, like how you name. See this, how did we name? CH2 and then OH and then OH. How did we name this? We wrote the full name. Ethane we wrote. For alcohol I'm talking about. We wrote the full name. Then we wrote 1,2 diol. Correct? Like that only. Now relate that same concept to this. So benzene is the main parent here. Benzene is the main parent. So benzene full name should be written. And then see which position they are present. So 1,2. 1 and 2 position. And they are all. Ending with functional group is all. But like that 2 are there. So diol. So benzene 1,2 diol is the name. Yes, yeah, very good. See, others have answered also. Very good. Starting letter, you see it is capital. IUPAC name is enough. I will not give you common name. Not that important. Okay, this one. Yes, Zaid can tell me what will be the answer for this. First one I have done. No, now you will be able to answer. One. Uh, why there are numbers, different numbers you are giving me? Which order should I proceed? Which order should I give the number? Tell me which order I should follow. From up I should start, or from the down para position I should start? Yeah, down I should start, no? Because you see OH groups are near to one another. Yeah, down is correct. OH groups are near to one another. Yeah, so 1 will be here, 2 will be here. This is 3 and this will be 4. So 1 plus 2 plus 4, 7. If you start from here, see now, if you are numbering from this, I'll take that number also. 1, 2, 3 and then 4. So 1 plus 3 plus 4, 8, no? And you should know that the least number should be chosen. Yes, correct. Yeah, least number. So you should number from down where the substituents are nearby or the functional groups are nearby. So if you number from this side, it is wrong. So down to up you will go. Now you tell me the correct name. Now it is benzene. Correct. Full name, because it's having three similar functional groups. So full name, benzene. Now give the position 1, comma 2, comma 4. Correct. And then 3 are there. So try all. Yes, good. 1, 3, 4 it is. Benzene 1, 3, 4, try all. Okay. Hope it's understood. When you are having more than 2 or 3 functional group present, see that the nearest one should be chosen, or you see the substituents position number you add, and you will understand. When you add, you should get the least number. The least number one should be chosen. Okay, now enough of phenols. We'll go for ether part. This was regarding phenols. Now we'll understand what are ethers. Have you all written this down? Write this down. This is not there in your book, so quickly write this down. Okay, next is ethers. Let me proceed with ether. So now what are ethers, alcohols and phenols? You understood. What are they? Where you replace one hydrogen by OH group, those are alcohol. If it is aliphatic, it's alcohol. If it is aromatic green, you know that it is phenols. Now what are ethers? Ethers are also, we derive or we define by taking alkanes itself. So from the alkane, I'll take methane itself. Okay, CH4, methane itself I'm taking. If you replace one hydrogen of the methane by this group, okay, alkoxy group, OR group, okay, if your hydrogen of the alkyl group is replaced by this alkoxy group, O and R is called as alkoxy, because alkyl group is there and then you are having oxygen attached to it. So it's called as alkoxy. Or even if you are taking aryl compound, O and then R, benzene ring with one oxygen. Okay, so this group, if you are replacing by this hydrogen, then that is called as ether. So generally, how do we write ether? This is CH3, this will be nothing but CH3 itself. CH3 is nothing but R, and we have replaced that H and by OR group. Okay, so you'll be having ROR. These are called as ethers. So ethers are also derived from alkanes by replacing hydrogen by alkoxy group or by aryl oxy group. Okay, you can either take OR group or OAR group. So this will be called as ethers. Okay, you get a class of organic compound called as ethers. Write down. General formula of ether is ROR. That is also, I don't think so it's mentioned in your book. They have just given the definition. Just write down general formula of ether. ROR. This R can be similar or it can be different, where R is your alkyl group. One example, if I have to take, see, this way it will be CH3, then O, and then CH3. It can be similar, as I said, or it can be even different. You can take CH3, O, and then C2H5. So it can be similar group or it can be different group. Okay, these are example. Now we'll go for classification. Understood what are ethers, students? Ethers are formed by replacing or by substituting one or more than one hydrogen atom by OR group, alkoxy group. Okay, this is alkoxy group or aryl oxy group. Alkoxy or aryl oxy group. Now let's go for classification of this. Classification are of two types. One is called as simple ether, or they are called as symmetrical ether. Simple or symmetrical ether. So symmetricals are like if you have R, O and then R. If both the group, that is the alkyl group attached to this oxygen are same, like here CH3 then O and then CH3, similar group, no, both the groups are methyl group only. Or if I'm taking C2H5 O and then C2H5, again similar group, symmetrical, no, across the oxygen. If you see, oxygen is our functional group here. So if you see across these two oxygen, you will find there are similar group present, then that is called as symmetrical. Symmetry is maintained here. Or simple ethers. Okay, so that is first one. Then second one, what we are having is mixed ether. It is called as mixed or it is called as unsymmetrical. You will be able to understand what will be that. What is unsymmetrical ether? If you are having different group attached now. Okay, then I can write as ROR dash. This will be different. Dash I'm putting because it can be different group. Example CH3, then O, and then C2H5. See, I have taken different group here. Or you can take C2H5, O, and then C6H5. This is phenyl group, C6H5. So different groups are attached across the oxygen. Okay. Then it is called as mixed ether or unsymmetrical ether. Clear? The definition is clear? Classification is understood? Two are there. One is simple and the other one is mixed. Symmetrical means if you take oxygen, on either side of the oxygen, if there is similar alkyl group present, okay, if the alkyl group or even it can be aryl group present attached to the oxygen, if they are similar, then that is symmetrical. If you are having different group attached to the oxygen, then that is called as mixed or unsymmetrical ether. Okay, moving on with the nomenclature now. Okay, let's go for the nomenclature part. How to name this IUPAC and as well as the common name. Okay, let me give you the common name first. Common name is, because we are putting that OR group here, so it is called as OR. Ether is there, no? Alkyl ether. Okay, common name is alkyl ether. Like how you had alkyl alcohol, alkyl halide, like that only alkyl ether. But you see, because there are two alkyl group present, then you should mention here, see, if there is two alkyl groups, CH3 and CH3 are similar, then you should write di. Here CH3 is what? Methyl, no? So dimethyl ether will be the name. Okay, for that example what I gave you. So alkyl ether is a common name. Alkyl ether is a common name. Now come to next one, the IUPAC name. When you are writing IUPAC name, the name is, this is the formula, no? ROR. This OR part is written first. It is alkoxy. Then you see the parent has how many carbon. R group has how many carbon. So the this thing IUPAC name is alkoxy alkane. Alkoxy alkane is the IUPAC name. When I'm doing the compound, you will understand how to name this. Just write down common name is alkyl ether. Alkyl ether. But you will not have one alkyl group. There are two alkyl group. So alkyl ether is the name. IUPAC name, you write alkoxy alkane. Now we'll start with the naming part of this. So listen properly when I'm giving the name, because it's little different, no, than what you have studied so far. So let me start with first compound here. First compound I'm taking, the simple one I'll take, the simple ether, CH3OCH3. Common name, as I said, common name is written as alkyl ether. I'll write here, okay. Common name is alkyl ether. So what is the alkyl group now? You should answer, because when you answer, only then you will understand. When you respond, no students, only then you will be able to remember. Just listening will not do. What is the alkyl group here? What is the alkyl group? CH3. CH3 is the alkyl group. Yes. CH3 is the alkyl group, no? Don't count the total carbon. Do not count the total carbon. Don't count the total carbon. Because this carbon, why I'm saying don't count the total carbon? Because this carbon is not attached to one another. Can you see here? They are not in the carbon chain, no? So you can't write as root word. It's not directly attached to write as ethane. It is separate, no? There is a carbon, and then there is oxygen, and then there is again carbon. So you will take them as separate. So this will be your alkyl group, CH3 and then CH3. What is CH3 called? CH3 is methyl. Like that, how many methyl are there? 2 are there. So it is dimethyl. Okay, 2 are there. So dimethyl, then end the name with ether. Dimethyl ether. Understood? Got the name? Common name, how to write? Any doubt is there? You ask me. Why not to take as a 2 carbon one? Why not to take that as ethyl? Reason is because they are not arranged in the continuous fashion. It's not carbon and carbon. It's carbon, oxygen, and then carbon. So we don't get the root word correctly here. Okay, it's separate. 1 carbon, methyl, then methyl. So 2 methyls are there. So dimethyl ether. Okay, now come to this IUPAC name. IUPAC name is alkoxyalkane. So now here, because it's same carbon atom, you take any one as parent and any one as branch. Alkoxy will be this. Okay, OCH3 I'm taking as alkoxy. So CH3 is methyl group. Methyl with oxygen. So it will be called as methoxy. Then you consider this as the parent, alkane. So that has 1 carbon. So what will be the name? Yeah, correct. Methoxy 1 carbon, methoxymethane. Okay, methoxymethane. Yeah, very good. Correct. Methoxymethane. Write as one single word. Starting letter should be capital. And always this alkoxy group is there, no? When you're considering that alkoxy group, that should be always the smaller one. Okay, and the parent chain, you know, always parent chain should be the largest one. So now here we don't have any issue because both of them are similar. So you can take anybody as branch and anyone as parent. So I have considered this as branch. And this I have taken as parent. Okay, next one more example. We'll take the next one. C2H5 and OC2H5. Tell me, what will be the common name and what will be the IUPAC name? Common name. See here, C2H5 and C2H5. Separate. Like that, 2 are there. Alkyl ether. What is the alkyl group here? C2H5. Yes, very good. Correct. Diethyl. Yeah, correct. Now it's diethyl ether. Diethyl ether. Ethyl group is the branch. It's 2 ethyl group are there. So diethyl ether. Correct. And then IUPAC name. This you take as, because again it's a similar branch as well as the parent chain are similar. You take any one. Ethoxy. So ethoxy, and this will be taken as parent. So 2 carbon, ethoxyethane. Ethoxyethane. Correct. Very good. Now we'll try to change it. We will take a different one. Now here I have given similar type. No, let's change it and now try to name the compound. CH3O, and this one CH2, CH3. What will be the name? Now the alkyl groups are different. So you should give the name of both the alkyl group, but go according to the alphabetical order. One is CH3 and the other one One is CH3 and the other one is CH2, CH2, CH3. No, peroxy bond is this, no? Oxygen and oxygen linkage. Two oxygen linkage. That's peroxide bond. This is only one oxygen. This is ether bond. Okay? Yeah, fine. Now tell me what is the alkyl group here. One is methyl, one is propyl. Correct. One is methyl, one is propyl. Yeah, very good. So the name will be methyl propyl ether. Okay. Propyl is again, it is straight chain. So you can mention that it is straight chain. N propyl you can write. Methyl, N propyl, N propyl ether. If you write propyl ether also is fine, but propyl, because it's having more carbon, it can go for branching also. So it's better you mention that it is N propyl, it is straight chain propyl. Now give the IUPAC name. So here, yeah, one carbon you take as branch. One carbon one you will take as branch. The longer one you will take as parent. So I'll just mention here, this is parent. Always alkene group should be the largest one. And the smaller one should go for branch. That is your alkoxy name. Yeah, very good. Correct. Yeah, see, so many of you have named methoxy. Correct. Methoxy, methyl group, no, with oxygen. So methoxy, and then you are having 3 carbons. So methoxy propane. Okay, next one. Followed, no? Still you have any doubt? Did you understand the pattern, how it goes and how to name them? Everybody? Okay, good. Fine. Because I am not going to repeat this again in the class. Do not expect me to repeat this again in the class. I am not going to repeat at all. I will be directly continuing with the remaining part. Yeah, now I'll take the next example. Take this one. C6H5OCH3. So now, which are the branches over here? Two are there, no? What are they? One is CH3, one is C6H5. So one is methyl and the other one is C6H5 is called as phenyl, correct? One hydrogen less than compared to benzene. Phenyl, phenyl, phenyl. C6H5 it is, okay? So one is methyl, one is phenyl. So it will be methyl phenyl ether. This will be methyl, yeah, methyl phenyl ether. Okay, commonly they are called as anisole. Anisole is a common name which is even accepted by IUPAC. Okay, this is how the structure will be. C6H5, no? It is having a benzene ring. See, benzene ring is there. That is having one oxygen and then CH3 like this. This is anisole. Okay, commonly called as anisole, but I said no. Common name itself is accepted as IUPAC name. Like how we name phenol and how do we name aniline and then toluene, all that. So this is what anisole is. Okay, this O can be even up also. So anisole. So even here you can write the IUPAC name as anisole. It is accepted. But otherwise, the IUPAC name is what? Smaller one is which one? This, no? OCH3 is smaller one, and then you are having attached to the benzene ring. So the name is, actually the name is methoxy. Yeah, correct. Methoxybenzene. Yes, correct. Methoxybenzene is the name. Anisole is accepted. So anytime whenever you are writing in future, you can write as anisole. Benzene with OCH3. This you will be coming across many times. It's important. So put a star mark there. Which you will be coming across more frequently is this. See, one is dimethyl ether, diethyl ether, and this one anisole. So I put a star mark. Even you put a star mark there, which you need to like should study. Okay, let's go for next one. Have you all written this down? Next compound you all try naming now. Try naming this. Common name and IUPAC name. Common name as well as IUPAC name, both the name I want. I'll give you a minute of time. Quickly you name. Till then I'll take your attendance. Do not see your book. You try by yourself. Even if it is wrong, it's okay. But you should try by yourself. Only when you make mistake, you will learn from that. Don't see your book and answer. What is the common name you are giving me now? Methyl propyl ether? Okay. But now it is not straight chain propyl, no? You see how it is? Yes. So because here there is CH3 group and here you are having, this is one carbon. And here this side you can see after the oxygen, this is your oxygen, no? Main functional group is here. Then after that you are finding there is 3, but it is in this form, yeah, iso form. So what will be the name? Methyl, then isopropyl, okay? Isopropyl ether. Isopropyl ether. So you should see how the propyl is arranged. It doesn't give you this problem when you are having 2 carbon 1 carbon, but when it is 3, no, you can arrange them in straight chain fashion or you can arrange them in branch chain fashion. So methyl isopropyl ether, okay, got this name? Isopropyl. And now come to isopropyl comes only for common name. Now give the IUPAC name of this compound. IUPAC name when you are giving, you should select the longest chain, no? Continuous chain should be selected. Continuous chain should be selected. So which gives you continuous chain here? Which is the continuous chain here? This C. I'll change the color. Wait 1 minute. 1 here 1. See this I can't take. See I'll give you the different possibility what mistakes can happen. This is not the chain, okay? If you take number this one, this carbon, because there is oxygen, then if you number this 2 and then this 3, this is wrong. This way if you are numbering, it's wrong, students, because there is oxygen in between. That doesn't give you the root word correctly. So you should select the continuous carbon chain. So where is the continuous carbon chain? This, 1, 2 and then 3, where at second position you find this OCH3 present. Getting? You can number from this side also, 1, 2 and then 3 here. That is also correct. But this is the order. Got what I'm saying? Everyone? 1, 2 and then 3. Second position there is OCH3. Okay, so what is OCH3 now? OCH3 is methoxy, correct? And alkoxy should be named first. No, that's the order, right? You should name the alkoxy part first. Followed by you should name your alkene. So what is that alkoxy and which position are they present? Second position is where that alkoxy is present. Yeah, very good, correct. So the name is 2-methoxy. Second position they are present. So 2-methoxy. Then come to the carbon chain. What is a carbon chain? 3 carbon. So 3 carbon is propane. So 2-methoxy propane. Understood? Not iso. I said iso comes only for common name. ISO we are using only for common name, not for IUPAC naming. Okay, clear? Understood? Okay, one similar kind you try to name another one, and let me give another example. This one. It is C6H5. C6H5 it is. Then O, CH2, CH2, CH, CH3 and CH3. Give the common name first. Give the common name first. What is a group here? C6H5 is phenyl group. And what is this group here? What is this group here? CH3, CH, CH3, CH2 and CH2. What is this group, students? Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 carbon are there. But that carbon is in the second. You can see here CH3, CH and CH3. Like this it is arranged. So what is the name? What is this group I want? The arrow mark. I'll put an arrow mark here. Tell me what is this? Yeah, this is correct. This is isopentyl. No, this is isopentyl. Correct. And this is which group? This is phenyl group. So phenyl isopentyl ether. Okay. So the name is phenyl, then isopentyl ether. Okay. Now come to this. The IUPAC name of this compound. So when you are naming the IUPAC, now who will be the parent? The one which has the large number of carbon, they will be the parent. So can you tell me which will be the parent? The first one or the second one will be the parent? Tell me the first one or the second one will be the parent. First one should be the parent. Correct. First one should be the parent because that has more number of carbon. The one who is having more number of carbon should be the parent. So your ending name should be benzene here because it is C6H5. Benzene. To benzene they are attached. Okay. So benzene will be that name. So that means this will come as your, this the second one which I have written here. This second one will be your alkoxy part. Okay. So what is that alkoxy part here? That alkoxy is, see now, there is little twist. If you see, it is oxygen. Okay. Oxygen, then 1, 2, 3, 4. No? Correct. Oxygen, then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is butoxy, but there is a branch. Again, there is a branch. Can you see? So that branching you should number. Okay, now I'll number this. See, oxygen is attached here, which is a functional group. So the next carbon is 1. The next is 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. Correct. Now third position, again there is one branch. Can you see? What is that? Methyl. Okay, so that is methyl. So your name should be 3-methyl, 3-methyl, and then 4 carbon with oxygen, butoxy. Understood? 3-methyl. Okay. Yeah, so the name, see, little twisting is there in this compound. So you should understand. So I'll write here, okay, on this side I'll write. It is 3-methyl, 3-methyl, then you see your parent chain attached with that, see that branch chain attached with the oxygen. That's butoxy. Why not 2? Okay, why not 2? Because where is your functional group? Okay, why not 2? The doubt is why not 2? Because you might be thinking it should be 1 here and then 2 here, correct? But you see, where is the functional group, students? Where is the functional group? Here is the oxygen, correct? Here is the oxygen, yes. And immediately next to that, carbon will get first number. The next carbon will get second number. Then the next is third number. So to the third, there is CH3 attached. So it is 3-methyl. 3-methyl butoxy. Understood now? And then you end the name with your alkane, that's benzene. Is it clear? Anything to ask? Any doubt which is there in your head? You want to clarify? Ask me. Understood? Reply fast. Okay, good, fine. Yeah. At least I have few children, they will tell. Good. I'll continue. I'll continue with the next one. CH3, then O, and then CH2, CH2, and then OCH3. If you give the IUPAC name is enough. Now there are two alkoxy group. You can see one is this OCH3 here, one more OCH3 on this side. So both are the alkoxy part. So what will be a parent? The continuous carbon chain. What will be a parent name? That continuous carbon chain. Can you tell me? Yes, very good. Correct. Correct. The name is correct. But can you tell me what is the parent name? The root word. Having continuous carbon. Which is that? Only this, no? One and then two. Continuous carbon is only these two. So that's ethane. And alkoxy name should come first. Yes, very good. Correct. Okay, so alkoxy name should come first. And that's a methoxy. Methoxy, like that, two are there. Okay, one is at first position. One we are having at first position attached to this carbon. And then we are having second position attached to this carbon. Okay, so like that we are having two. So your alkoxy is 2. So you should mention. Okay, so it is 1, 2. Dimethoxy, 2 are there. So dimethoxy. You should mention the position also. Okay, dimethoxy, then 2 carbons. So ethane. Correct. 1, 2 dimethoxyethane. IUPAC name is enough. So at least practice whatever I have done. No, only these many compounds. At least if you practice is also fine. More than that, they have never asked. Okay. So I've completed now. See, we have started with alcohol. You know what is alcohol now. What are the different classification? Phenols, and then ethers, and their IUPAC name and classification. This much I've completed. Now tomorrow's, that is on Monday's class, and Monday